Good morning to all of my beautiful and lovely people today. Welcome, warm welcome to all of the new people that are in the house. Okay, it's a lot of new people here. I have a question that I have been pondering. If you feel free to answer if you want to, because I really need to know this myself. But I want to know, what is it going to take for the people that are lost to actually see the truth and to come into the truth about the real, true, and divine Father, okay, the divine Father of Christ, to come into Jesus Christ and to actually put away and do away with all of the world and all of that type of stuff. Because guys, one of the hardest parts about following Christ is watching other people fall by the wayside. That is one of the hardest parts for me to do. And if you're a follower of Christ and you believe in winning souls, that stuff will start to get to you sometime. And since I know what's what and I know what those things will do to these people, that's what really get to me. And it's really not hard to actually put in the work. It's the work, once you get into it, that becomes the hardest, because coming into the truth, a lot of times it can make you feel sick. You start to feel sick because of all the stuff you may have done that you thought was right was wrong the whole time. Like, you find out that sin, it rots your body and all of that type of stuff. It distorts the mind, distorts the spirit and all of that. But you got people that don't want to even come out of sin. And that's what's killing people. That's what's getting people in these situations and things like that. And it's really sad that it's people that are older than me. You got people that are 60, 70, 80, probably sometimes 90 years old, that still don't get it. They still haven't got it. And I know that this road is narrow. I get it. But I'm saying that it's something that can be done. I don't know what it is. And I asked God, I said, God, how do you put up with this? He said, I don't. I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy. And the craziest part is that with a lot of people, you can't even get through them at all, because they have made their minds up that they're not going to do any work involving Christ, involving Jesus Christ, involving the Bible, or anything like that. So a lot of people are lost causes, and they will end up having a reprobate mind at the end of the day, and their sin will eventually drive them crazy. I remember whenever I kept falling, when I was trying to get my footing and trying to build my relationship with Christ once I came out of witchcraft, that when I fell, it felt like I was dying. It felt like death. Sin is death, and it felt like I was dying. It felt like I was deteriorating on the inside. And I was asking God, like, Lord, I don't want to keep falling like this. I need some help. I can't do this by myself. So the question is, how do these people keep doing this and not feel all of that? Because I felt it really strong, and it bothered me so much. And I did everything in my power to try to make sure it didn't happen again. And then, like I said, once you start getting your footing, once you start practicing to live sin free, it becomes like the practices of sin will start to die off. Whatever you feed will grow. Whatever you starve will die. And when I wasn't feeding the sin anymore, it was dying off, and it became weaker. My flesh became weaker, and my spirit became stronger. That way I was overpower the works of my flesh. So does a demon have to literally come in some of these people's bedroom and pull them out of their bed by their edges, or drag them out of the bed by their Adam's apple, for them to actually come into the truth? And even then, they probably still go in the wrong direction, because they want to avoid Christ as much as possible, which Christ is the one that's going to saves people's lives, and to help them and put them in the right direction. It is sad for me to watch people fall like that, and to be going in the wrong direction, and and to die in their sins as well. It's hard for me to see that. And it's mostly because I know what that stuff is going to do to people. I know what those demons are going to do to them. And hey, those things are ruthless, okay? And for what I went through, that ain't even nothing compared to what the real hell is like. So it really does kind of get to me, and that's why I do what I do, because I want to get people on the right direction and make sure that people avoid that place, because it's a very real place. I watch videos about people's testimonies when they went to hell. I might post one of them in the community post, and I've been meaning to do that, but I forgot. And so, because I've been so busy, but I want y'all to see this guy. Okay, I might post it, and I might just take a clip and make a video out of it. I don't know. But you all need to see this and hear this, because this guy, he's telling the truth. I used to say that I was ready for Jesus to come back, but no, I'm not. I'm not, because there's so many people that has the potential to actually make it. There's people that has potential. There's a lot of people. You even got men that inbox me for deliverance and they go through with it. So I know that there are people that still has the potential to make it and to avoid destruction. So I don't mind. I don't mind doing what I do, but it's kind of hard to see or whatever. And I understand, God said what he said or whatever and all of that, but it's still pressure on me and my soul, because I really want people to understand this stuff. If you are over here subscribed to this channel, you are winning. Y'all learning about demons, y'all learning about witchcraft, y'all learning about the love of Jesus Christ, what he has done for me and what he has done for millions of other people all around the world. So don't let nobody tell you no different. Y'all are winning, because the lostness is real. And I don't know if that's a word, but it's so many people that is not, they don't even have their pinky toe or whatever in there. They don't even have that part in there. They're completely gone. A lot of people have reprobate minds, and it's just it ain't no help for them. I mean, pride and all that stuff has swallowed a lot of people whole. So being over here, y'all, listening to me, even if it's only 1,600 people, that's enough people, honestly. And I pray that y'all stay here, keep y'all head right, keep following Christ. Make sure that y'all are eating right, all of that good stuff. When I was working at that store that time, it was even more hard for me to even be there, because basically I was a sheep surrounded by wolves. So that's what made it even harder. And then I'm looking at these people like, none of y'all are on the stuff that I'm on. Like, nobody. And when you have to walk alone like this, it can be so hard, y'all. But you get practice throughout your life. For me, I had a lot of practice from when I was a child about how I was going to walk alone. I did not understand it, because everybody else had friends, and they had people they was hanging with that they seemed to be cool with. Me, I'm up here all by myself, and I didn't understand that as a child. It was weird to me, but I totally understand it now. When you got a bunch of people around you, it can be harder for you for God to remove that veil, because you're so concerned with what the world got going on and everything else. And a lot of people think it makes them look weak for serving and worshiping Christ. You got some people that just sit up and deteriorate. All they do is smoke weed and drink and all this stuff all day. And I wonder though, if these people knew what was on the other side once they left this planet, would they actually get up and do something with their lives? That's why I said, what is it going to take? Some people go through so much and they still don't turn to Christ. So I don't know if that's part of being chosen or what, because me being a chosen one, I don't have a choice, okay? And I'm glad I don't need nothing else. I want Christ. I want Christ alone. And because I know what those things will do to me if I was to go down the wrong path, that's another reason to keep my head on straight. People like me are extremely rare. Like, look around you. How many people do y'all know that's really, really doing this walk, that's really wanting to come out of sin, that's really trying to build that relationship with God? Because to be honest, I don't know nobody except in my real world, except for my grandmother. And it's boggling to me. It's like people are so far from their true divine self and their true nature, and they just so far off. This whole world is off. It's just off. It's something wrong with it. And anybody in their right mind wouldn't even want to stay here, because I know I don't. I can feel that I have another place. I have another home, and this one ain't it. This mess, people be like, this is my world. Okay, you can have it. Because I don't want it. That's for sure, this regular stuff. I want what's in heaven. I want that. And it's a lot of people, they don't even think about it like that. And I know that God be trying to be pulling on these people. And that's what causes them to drink a lot of times and smoke, because they're getting pulled by God and they won't budge. But, you know, to be honest, Satan has a lot of stuff that he is using. He got a lot of stuff he's using to warp people's minds. And I'm seeing that the tricks, I can see through the tricks, the schemes, the mind games. I can see through all of that. The confusion, all of it. There's so many people that are confused. You got people out here that's not representing God correctly. Now you got a lot of people that's against Christianity because of people that wasn't representing Christ in the correct way, that, you know, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Like, they wasn't walking in Christ like they were supposed to. Their words didn't match up to their actions, you know. So we have to watch out for things like that as well. And I do remember in the Bible, it was saying how the very elite is going to fall for some of this stuff. You know, the real workers, real people of Christ, some of them even gonna fall. And I just pray that we ain't none of them. A lot of people just don't want to come out of sin. And it's because they like how the stuff feel, which is fleeting. Sex is fleeting. Getting drunk is fleeting. You know, you got to pay for that the next day or the same day. That stuff is fleeting and it's bad for you. So, I mean, they losing all the way around. But let me tell you, y'all are winning. Like, I had to say it again. You guys are the real winners. Y'all the real MVPs. And ain't nothing nobody gonna be able to do. Ain't no demon in hell gonna be able to touch you. And you got to have a covering over your life. I see so many people falling all the time, guys. And y'all, it is so hard to watch. But y'all anybody remember that guy, young Pharaoh? Another intelligent guy, academically intelligent, that actually cussed Jesus on camera. And look what happened to him. And people be thinking it's a game. He probably still don't know why all that stuff happened to him. Because, you know, well, right now, as I could see a while back, his mind is gone. Like, his mind is gone. He's in a warped reality. And, yeah, it was bad. But I've seen several people like that cursed God and Jesus, and stuff started happening to them. God said, I will not be mocked. And people still think it's a game. And you won't pick up the word, you won't read it, okay. But when ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do, and there's nothing nobody gonna be able to do to help you once God lays down his wrath. Nothing. God is very, very, very intelligent. He's a genius. And I be wondering, like, Lord, how you put this together? This was just amazing. Because it's something that I never could have done whenever he do stuff in my life. And I see he'll show me some of the puzzle that he did, and I'll be like, that was just genius. Okay, so I want to say this today, hopefully to help somebody to see, because I don't just do this, okay? I really do this walk, and it don't be easy a lot of times. It's not. But certain parts, like I said, get easier as I go on. It just depends on what it is. But right now, I'm in a season that I'm hoping I get out of very soon. I'm tired of it. Like, Lord, get me out of this season now, because I'm tired. But I'm cool, though. But y'all, I hope y'all have a blessed day. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye.